One might pose the question, should Muslims seek guidance exclusively from the Quran? This query discussion within the Muslim community, some advocate that the Quran should be the solitary source of religious guidance, while others propose that there is scope for supplementary sources. The Quran, referred to as Al-Furqan, acts as a beacon, illuminating the path between truth-falsehood. This idea is supported by the verse which states, "Indeed, this Quran guides to that which is most upright and gives good tidings to the believers who do righteous deeds, that they will have a great reward." 17:9. The Quran is much more than a mere book. It is a guide, a compass that elucidates the intricate matters of life. As stated in 14:1, "This is a book we have revealed to you, O Muhammad, that you might bring mankind out of darkness into the light." Its teachings are both fundamental and elaborate, offering a clear roadmap for believers. It stands as a protector of true teachings, validating the wisdom of the past and providing clarity in areas of confusion. The Quran's judgments are deemed pure, unadulterated, serving as a source of mercy and comprehension. The unmatched eloquence of the Quran acts as proof of its divine origin, making it easy to understand. Remember, this is again supported by the verse, "Indeed, we have made the Quran easy to understand and remember." 54:17. The Quran insists that believers discern the truth using its teachings as a yardstick, cautioning against making presumptions without evidence, as this can result in falsehood. The Quran is foundational in its teachings and offers elaboration on them. Now, let's dive deeper into the reasons why the Quran is seen as the paramount source of guidance. The Quran, in its unmatched eloquence, serves as evidence of its divine nature. As stated in Surah Yunus 10:37, this Quran is not such as can be produced by other than Allah. On the contrary, it is a confirmation of what came before it, and a detailed explanation of the book, there is no doubt, from the Lord of the worlds. This sacred text stands as a guardian of genuine teachings, a verifiable account of what transpired before, with Surah Al-Imran 3:60, asserting, "The truth is from your Lord, so do not be among the doubters." Furthermore, it is a beacon that illuminates the path, dispelling misinterpretations and ambiguities. It is a testament to the purity and authenticity of divine judgments, untouched and undiluted by human influence. When we embrace the Quran, as noted in Surah Al-An'am 6:154, we are wrapped in a cloak of mercy. Its completeness is a testament to its divine origin, leaving no room for human additions or subtractions. As the Quran affirms in Surah An-Nahl 16:89, it is a guide that encompasses every aspect of life, a manual for existence that is comprehensive and complete. The fundamental teachings of the Quran are not mere suggestions or abstract concepts. They are explicit, definitive, and elaborate. These teachings, as articulated in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:185, are not just about what we should believe, but also about how we should live our lives. They provide a framework for morality, ethics, and social justice, guiding us to lead lives of righteousness and integrity. But what happens if we deviate from these teachings? The Quran, as exemplified in Surah Al-Isra verse 36, cautions us, "Do not follow what you do not know." This shows us that making assumptions without evidence can lead to falsehood, and the Quran serves as a yardstick to avoid this. This divine book not only encourages us to question, to seek, and to understand, but also anchors us firmly in the path of wisdom. Yet it also warns us, as in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 159, about the perils of deviating from its teachings. Consider it as a perfect recipe passed down through generations. Altering the ingredients risks distorting the original excellence. The same principle applies to the Quran. Just Surah Al-An'am verse 38 affirms, "There is not a moving creature on earth nor a bird that flies with its two wings, but are communities like you." Its teachings are complete, pure, and unadulterated. Any attempt to add or subtract from them might lead to distortion or misinterpretation, which can have serious consequences. As stated in Surah Yunus verse 57, "O mankind, there has come to you a direction from your Lord and a healing for what is in the breasts, a guidance and a mercy for the believers." The Quran isn't just a book, it's a guide, a beacon of truth that illuminates the path. Adherence to the teachings of the Quran without deviation is emphasized because it not only brings clarity and understanding, but also bestows mercy. Drawing from Surah An-Nahl, verse 89, "And we have to you the book as clarification for all things." It serves as our compass, always guiding us towards the truth. The Quran therefore stands as the ultimate source of truth for Muslims, a comprehensive manual for life. Regardless of the complexities we face, the Quran, through verses like Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 185, guidance for mankind and clear proofs of guidance and the criterion of right and wrong. It provides us with the guidance we need to navigate them. But what happens if we scrutinize guidance outside of the Quran against it? As we delve deeper into understanding the Quran, we find ourselves at a crucial juncture. If the Quran is indeed our criterion, our ultimate guide, it logically follows that any guidance proposed outside of it should be scrutinized against it. We need to verify everything we see and hear with the Quran and what the Quran's position is as the only source of guidance. When someone presents a rule, practice, or belief as Islamic, the immediate reference should be the Quran. It's like a litmus test, a way to verify the authenticity of any religious proposition. As stated in Surah Al-Imran, verse 31, "Say, if you do love Allah, follow me, Allah will love you and forgive you your sins, for Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful." This verse emphasizes the importance of following the Prophet's teachings as elucidated in the Quran, as a manifestation of our love for Allah. This underscores the importance of adhering to what's clearly defined in the Quran. The teachings of the Quran are not just abstract concepts to ponder upon, but a practical guide to living a fulfilling life in harmony with the divine will. It's like a map, delineating the path we should tread and the landmarks we should look for. As we move forward, let's explore the consequences of deviating from these teachings and the importance of aligning our actions with the Quranic teachings. Remember, the Quran isn't just a book, it's a guide, a beacon of truth that illuminates the path of righteousness. In reinforcing its stature as the preeminent hadith or narration, the Quran articulates, "These are the verses of Allah which we recite to you with truth." Then in what hadith after Allah and His verses will they believe? Quran 45, verse 6. The term truth is employed here to draw a distinction with other narrations, accentuating the unadulterated essence of the Quran. It's likened to a pure river, unmolested by human intervention, emanating directly from the wellspring of truth, Allah. Further, the Quran pronounces, "Or do they say, He has fabricated it? Say, if I have fabricated it, my sin is on me, but I am absolved of the sin of which you accuse me." This verse illuminates the Quran's station as the singular true source of guidance, a lighthouse that guides us from the obscurity of ignorance to the illumination of knowledge. It stands as a sanctuary of truth, a haven for those in search of guidance, and a comfort for the beleaguered spirit. These verses reinforce the Quran's status as the paramount source of truth and guidance, serving as a reminder that the Quran stands unrivaled in its wisdom, teachings, and guidance. It is the compass that directs us to the truthful course, the map that navigates us to our destination, and the light that brightens our journey. Bear in mind, the Quran is not merely a book. It's the word of Allah, a guidebook for leading a meaningful life, and a lighthouse of truth that enlightens the path of virtue.